Alright, fellow explorers, let's talk about maps. Most maps show us places we want to go: sunny beaches, bustling cities, majestic mountains. They are invitations to adventure, promising discovery and wonder. But there are other places on the map, small specks of land surrounded by endless water that don't extend an invitation. They issue a warning. These are the islands that live in the shadows of our world, the ones whispered about in hushed tones by sailors and locals. They are places where history has left a deep, dark stain, where nature has crafted the perfect fortress of fear, and where the line between the living and the dead feels terrifyingly thin. We are setting a course for the world's most unsettling islands. Each one holds a unique story, a special kind of dread that seeps into your bones. Our first stop takes us to the beautiful coast of Naples, Italy. Here, two small islands sit just off the shore, connected by a thin stone bridge. This is Isola La Gaiola. It looks like a dream, with its charming villa and stunning views of the bay. But don't let its beauty fool you. Locals say this island is cursed. Every single one of its owners has met with a terrible fate. We're talking about financial ruin, mysterious accidents, and even murder. One owner drowned near his own island. Another had a heart attack while living in the villa. Not far from Gaiola, near Venice, lies another Italian island with an even darker reputation: Poveglia. During the bubonic plague, it became a quarantine station. Thousands of sick and dying people were brought here and left to perish. They were thrown into mass graves, their ashes mixing with the soil. It's said that the ground is still composed of more human remains than dirt. Next, we cross the English Channel to the Isle of Wight. This popular British holiday spot seems pleasant enough, with its sandy beaches and quaint villages, but it holds a chilling title: the most haunted island in the world. Its history is long and bloody, filled with invasions, shipwrecks, and smuggling. Almost every old building from pubs to castles has a resident spirit. People report seeing phantom monks, Roman soldiers marching along ancient roads. The most famous haunted location is Ventnor Botanic Garden. It was built on the site of a sprawling Victorian hospital for tuberculosis patients. From the ghosts of England, our journey takes us far east, to the coast of Japan. Here we find Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima, or Battleship Island. This is not a place haunted by ancient spirits but by the ghosts of a more recent industrial past. Our expedition now steers us into the Bay of Bengal, toward a place that remains one of the last truly untouched corners of the world: North Sentinel Island. It is home to the Sentinelese, an indigenous tribe that has rejected all contact with the outside world for tens of thousands of years. Anyone who dares to approach the island is met with a volley of arrows. From the human guardians of North Sentinel, we travel to the animal guardians of Ram Ri Island, off the coast of Burma, now Myanmar. This island is home to a creature that inspires primal fear: the saltwater crocodile. In 1945, a force of about 1,000 Japanese soldiers was trapped on the island. Their only escape route was through miles of dense mangrove swamp infested with thousands of massive crocodiles. Our journey now takes us to the coast of Brazil, about 90 miles from Sao Paulo. Here lies an island so dangerous that the Brazilian government has forbidden anyone from landing on its shores. Its name is Ilha da Queimada Grande, but it's better known by its terrifying nickname, Snake Island. This place is home to one of the deadliest snakes in the world, the golden lancehead viper. Scientists estimate that there is, on average, one venomous snake for every square meter of the island. Everywhere you step, a deadly serpent is lurking nearby. There are chilling legends about the island's last human inhabitants. One night, snakes slithered into their home through the windows. In a panic, the family fled towards their boat, but as they ran through the dark, they were bitten by snakes hanging from the tree branches. South of Mexico City, nestled in the ancient canals of Xochimilco, we find Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. Hanging from every tree, every fence, and every building are hundreds, perhaps thousands of dolls. They are old, dirty, and broken. Many are missing limbs or eyes. They stare down at you with empty, lifeless expressions. A man named Don Julian Santana Barrera was the island's sole inhabitant for over 50 years. The legend says that he found the body of a little girl who had drowned in the canal near his home. Shortly after, he found a doll floating in the same spot, and he hung it from a tree to honor the girl's spirit and protect the island from further tragedy. But he became convinced that the girl's ghost was haunting him. For decades, Don Julian gathered dolls from the trash and from the canals, creating a bizarre and unsettling collection. Our expedition now takes us to one of the most remote places on Earth, a tiny speck in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. This is Palmyra Atoll, located about 1,000 miles south of Hawaii. On the surface, it is the definition of a tropical paradise. It has pristine white sand beaches, crystal-clear lagoons, and lush green jungles, but beneath this idyllic beauty lies a dark history and a reputation for being a place of intense, inexplicable dread. The island's modern reputation was sealed by a chilling event in 1974. A wealthy San Diego couple, Mac and Muff Graham, sailed to Palmyra on their yacht, the Sea Wind. Years later, in 1981, another visitor to Palmyra found a human skull and bones washed up on the beach. They were identified as belonging to Muff Graham. The crime cemented Palmyra's reputation as a cursed place, a paradise with a dark heart. For our final destination, we head back to Japan, to an island that presents a very different kind of terror. This is Miyake-jima, part of the Izu island chain south of Tokyo. The threat here is invisible. It's in the very air you breathe. Miyake-jima is home to Mount Oyama, a very active volcano that has been constantly leaking poisonous sulfur dioxide gas. Every resident must carry a gas mask with them at all times. When the siren wails, residents have just moments to put on their masks or risk severe lung damage or death. Living on Miyake-jima is like living in a science fiction movie. The sight of people going about their daily lives, shopping, gardening, walking their dogs, all with a gas mask hanging from their neck, is surreal and deeply unsettling. The lower, abandoned parts of the island are a ghostly wasteland of rusted cars and collapsing homes, reclaimed by nature and forever tainted by the volcano's breath. Our journey has taken us to the forgotten corners of the map, to islands that harbor curses, ghosts, deadly creatures, and invisible poisons. We've seen that fear wears many faces. It can be the chilling silence of a ghost town like Hashima, the primal terror of the snakes on Ilha da Queimada Grande, or the deep psychological dread of a place like Palmyra Atoll. So why are we so drawn to these places? Why do we seek out the stories of cursed islands and haunted shores? I think it's because they challenge us. They represent the ultimate unknown. In a world that feels increasingly mapped, measured, and explained, these islands remain wild and mysterious. They speak to the part of the human spirit that is not content with the safe and the known, the part that wants to peek into the darkness and see what looks back. For the adventurers, scientists, and thrill-seekers who actually go to these places, the allure is even stronger. It is a chance to stand on the edge of the world, to witness nature's raw power, or to touch a piece of dark history. In the end, these 10 islands do more than just haunt our dreams. They remind us that our world is a place of incredible diversity, of breathtaking beauty, and of terrifying danger. And as long as these places exist, there will always be those of us who feel the pull to explore them. Because sometimes, the most rewarding discoveries are not found in the light, but in the places that scare us the most.